what I'm saying is, I know for a fact that like what you're speaking on, the issues you're speaking on resolving are issues that the church wants to and is working to resolve.
Are you sure they're working to resolve?
Well, and see, and that's the thing. So I think it comes back to like what's prioritized, right? And I think the equipping of like spiritual teachings and things like that are like what's prioritized. But let's say today you become the leader of a church that has huge resources. And how would you allocate those funds? Because honestly, if you suggest great things, I don't see why organizations, you see where I'm going. I don't see why organizations wouldn't follow through with them.
The problem with so many black churches is that they have already aligned themselves with a European controlled income stream that doesn't have the black community as its priority. So if I'm a black church in Philadelphia, my church has already gotten a grant from my city councilman, my mayor, my governor, a grant from Bill Gates, a grant from the Rockefellers. I've already aligned myself with an agenda that's anti-African. Could I eliminate the relationship? I could. The problem is I need this money. I'm now used to this money. I'm dependent on this money, which is why I take issue when the black church says we don't get involved in politics. You're an absolute lie. Where is the first stop a mayoral candidate makes on his campaign trail? What's the first stop a U.S. senator candidate, a U.S. House of Representatives candidate, a state rep, a state senator, a alderwoman, an alderman, a council person? The first place they go to get votes is where? The black church. So if you're not into politics, why is your pulpit safe for every lying candidate in your city to come up there and bombast their so-called agenda that they know they're never going to carry out? If you are not political, stop endorsing political candidates. Stop giving them your microphone on Sunday, because they're not delivering anything to black people after they win. And the money that you use, you can't use it for the good of black people anyway, because another problem with the black church and the grant money they get, it handcuffs you to a multicultural agenda. So every time you hear black religious leaders talk, they're always talking about everybody. We're multicultural, all poor people, all non-whites. We're for everybody. We don't see color. That's a problem. You know why? Because for all the holiness that black religion preaches, they're not holy at all. I don't mean H-O-L-Y. I mean W-H-O-L-E, whole. Because in order for the church to be whole, I have to be able to talk about economic problems at the church. I have to be able to talk about issues of violence and crime at the church. I have to be able to talk about political problems and medical problems and educational problems. But in the black church, so often you're told outright, and I've been in these meetings, we can't discuss that here. Why not? Are you not concerned with the black community? Why can't we talk about police brutality? Why can't we talk about the economic exploitation by Koreans and Arabs and everybody else? Why can't we talk about the political neglect of our elected officials? This is the place of God. We pray. We don't get involved in that. And that's why we're finishing dead last, because guess what? Everybody else's house of worship, it's whole. It's truly holy. Not H-O-L-Y, but W-H-O-L-E-L-Y. It's holy, because after they pray to their God, the European Jews, they talk about how to get that money, how to look out for themselves politically. When the Arabs out there worshiping Allah, they can talk about how to get some more money in the black community. When the East Indians and the Latinos are done praying, they can stay right in their house of worship and talk about their political agenda, their economic agenda, their social agenda. Black people can't do that. We're the only people in America that have to go one place to pray and somewhere else to solve our problems.